machine's firing up. There it is. Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Monday the 20th, Monday, January the 20th, 2020. It is 7:34 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. So today, Bitcoin appears to be all about the 314 moving average. Let's look into that. Tether into Bitcoin, last 24 hours, 2.33 billion. Tether into Ethereum, still over a billion at 1.07. Well, yes. Alright, reported market cap is 156 billion for Bitcoin, and then real volume this Monday morning is 737 million. So last 24 hours, top 10 exchanges, 737 million. That is definitely down from over the weekend. On the weekly, we did have 2 weeks that were green, beautiful green candles. We are starting this week in the red. Of course, the week is still young. We'll see how that plays out. I did note that the MACD on the weekly has switched positive, but it's a thin line. We shall see. It might cross and move up or not, especially with this week's green candle starting in the red and a recent dump. We'll see how this plays out, if that stays positive or not. On the daily, I think a lot of the recent price action we've had really comes down to nothing but this. We were rejected by the 200 moving average on the daily, and well, boom, we got smacked down. The directional index is still very strong in the green, but it is diminishing a bit. And do note the MACD on the daily. The tangent has turned negative. The histogram is closing in a negative direction. Let's see how that goes. That's definitely going to be an indicator of immediate price action on the daily. Let's keep an eye on that MACD, and let's see if we challenge on the daily the 200 moving average again this week. We're either going to try it again, or we're going to be firmly rejected and be on a downtrend. On the 4-hour chart, we can see that we've been bouncing off this trend line that I saw kind of forming, but of course recently we dumped right through it and we are under it. So that's not the best sign. The directional index is definitely in the red. It has lost a lot of momentum, and the ADX here is at 25, so at least it's acceptable. We like to see it at 25 or above, but well, it's probably going to trend down a bit more. This white moving average here is a 200 moving average. We are still well above that on the 200 on the 4-hour chart, as you can see here. You know, once we got above it, we've been moving up ever since then. But our recent dump, will we recover or not? We shall see. I'm going to watch this trend line on the 4-hour and see if we can get back above it. This is a 45-minute chart, very short time frame, but I'm going all the way back to the beginning of the year, which, well, isn't very far away. But of course, we started with red super guppy EMAs, and we've been, red and green on the way up. But right now we're definitely back into the green EMAs of the super guppy indicator. I do link to that in the show notes. We have a pretty firm negative directional index right now. What I wanted to note though is this blue line is the 314 moving average. The white one's the 200 moving average. Since we've been above it, it's been good. We got a firm cross above. We've been looking good ever since. We did come down to test it once, made it back up, tested it again, made it back up. It's all about what's going to happen in this time frame here. We are below the 200 moving average, but we are above kind of its little buddy, the 314 moving average. As you can see, we wicked to it, we wicked to it, we wicked to it, maybe a little below it, but we seem to be maybe making a bounce off that today. If we don't get it back above it, if we trend lower, there's tremendous support and resistance in the chart at 8,000. Also, VPVR, buy sell volume, is massive at 8,000 also. And really, if we don't, that probably is going to be the point that catches us. As always, I'm a member of Blockchain Education. You got to check it out. Link in the show notes. Obstacles can't stop you, weather can't stop you, heartbreak can't stop you, failure can't stop you, only you can stop you. Bitcoin's about way more than a daily price action. I'll see you again tomorrow.